Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy alike. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 is shooting over in the UK, specifically over at Cardington and Pinewood. A lot of progress has been made for this movie. They began shooting, I believe it was on August 1st, and we are 60-some days now in to shooting Star Wars Episode 9. So this is great because a lot of things have been done with Act 1, and now we are moving over to Act 2 of the actual movie itself, where Dominic Monaghan, actually just started shooting his scenes not too long ago, and he has 6 more weeks to go of filming for his role in Episode 9. Now, I wanted to go over something for this movie. These past couple of weeks, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and recently, not too long ago, we have been hearing more and more about this movie, and apparently some minor reshoots are being taken place for the first act of Episode 9 because of some rewrites and some changes in the script and kind of just adding in things here and there. And this all has to do with minimizing the screen time for some of the new characters entering into Episode 9. Now, is this a bad thing or a good thing for the overall filmmaking process of the movie? I honestly view this as a good thing. Some of you guys out there may view this as a bad thing. I know some people out there love having new characters come into play, but to me, if this actually is happening for Star Wars Episode 9, this is the best way to do it, and it's something similar to what Rian Johnson did with The Last Jedi, which thankfully in the original script, Rian Johnson was going to give the new characters a whole lot more screen time, taking up more time of the movie. But just before they began filming, he actually changed parts of the script and minimized the screen time for DJ, Holdo, and of course, Rose Tico. So going into Star Wars Episode 9, it seems as though that J.J. Abrams is doing something very similar in a sense by just minimizing these 7 new characters and their screen time by a bit and changing up some scenes here and there, shortening their scenes in order to focus more on the characters that we all know and love, such as Luke, Lando, Leia, and even some of the next generation characters like Kylo Ren, Rey, Finn, Poe Dameron, and even Maz Kanata, and the list goes on. Now, I think that this is a great shift if this is actually happening. This actually does bring a big thing to mind here, that I think that 7 new characters is just a little too overwhelming for me. I know a lot of people out there would say that maybe they're part of the Knights of Ren, or maybe they are actually going to be, used in flashbacks, such as New Generation of Jedi, or something around those lines. But I think that given that a lot of these characters are filming scenes separately so far from what we know, they are filming scenes separately with different actors and actresses, such as the ones that we already know, like Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, all the different people that have already been in the sequel trilogy. So, like I always say, some of these actors and actresses could be grouped up together into one single scene, saving up screen time already for some of our characters that we know and love. So, reshoots, alright, is this a thing to worry about for Episode 9, no matter how big or small it really is going to be? I personally wouldn't worry about it. It's probably just a little shift in things in order to focus more on the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren, the characters that really need to move forward and move forward fast in Episode 9 because of, The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi having no time jump in between. There's a lot to be done in this movie, which is why I went over in my last video about the movie being split into 2 parts, and why it could very well work, and how some people out there would maybe disagree with that as well. So, the whole reshoot thing, I don't view it as a big issue unless it's really tinkering with, major scenes. After all, Rogue One, A Star Wars Stories, reshoots, they gave us, the Darth Vader slaughter scenes. So, reshoots to me, it always opens up the possibilities for more to come, such as maybe more Luke Skywalker scenes here and there. And it could have something to do with that as well, to save up more screen time for Mark Hamill's Luke in this film. So who knows exactly why they're doing this? I would definitely assume it has all to do with focusing on, the characters that were already pretty much the ones that we already know about in this film. So let me know what you guys have to say about all of this below in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.